What is up, my friends? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor and I help people navigate through their spiritual awakening or their ascension process. And today I'm going to share with you 7 signs that you are already, right now, a lot more intuitive and psychic than you think. I speak to a lot of you intuitive, cool cats all the time. You reach out to me and I engage with a lot of you pretty much every day. And one of the most common things I notice is that it is a small fraction of those who I encounter that are even remotely aware of their potential. And it is my hope that this video can help reveal to you what you already possess, so that when you start to come into an understanding of your own unique way of expressing your psychic abilities, you can lock in on that and hone in and practice and master and really step into your potential. That's the purpose of this video. Before I get started, I want to let you guys know, if you're new to my channel, first off, welcome. I have a free guided meditation that I created myself that's awesome for self-healing and raising your vibration. Again, it's free. It's in the description box. You can check it out if you'd like. But nonetheless, I will get into the video now. Number 1 is you are what I call a feeler. You might not be super visual or clairvoyant, as they say, but you're probably good at sensing in to the energy of people, places, situations, ideas, etc. You can feel into the degree of resonance within anything. You might not see cool flashes of colors or auras or have angels whispering in your ears, hey, go here, next, do this. But you can sense what's the next step, what this person's all about, if you like them or not, if this job or this house or this vehicle or this pair of shoes is right for you. You can tune in to the energy and just know. Number 2 is a lot of the intuitive empaths I work with are what some people refer to as a claircognizant. It's a fancy, cool sounding word for, it's basically saying that you just know stuff sometimes without knowing how you know. Sometimes you'll meet someone and you'll know that you don't want to really engage with them, that you just rub you the wrong way. You don't know why, but you know. But the problem is a lot of us, we don't act on that knowing because we invalidate it, because our logical brain says, if you don't know how, then how can you know? And yet your reality experience will prove to you that you were right every single time. A lot of people don't need all of the external, more flashy, psychic sort of phenomenon because they just know. They don't need the middleman. It's just there. How do you know? I don't know. I just do. Start taking concrete action on what you already know, and you'll be blown away at how synchronistic your life can unfold for you. Number 3 is a lot of you guys have the ability to stay cool in really intense situations. I'm kind of the same way. One time I had a psychic tell me, he said that to me, he said the exact thing. He said, you're able to kind of keep your calm and groundedness in really hard situations, like life or death sort of situations, but it's the little things that drive you nuts, and it's totally true. If I stub my toe or I can't find my shoes, I get very agitated. But when things had happened in my past, very serious things, I go into intuition, I go into a zone, my zone. A zone of just doing what's right in that moment. A zone of having an intuitive knowing, a more claircognizance that this is actually part of this grander plan that I chose to participate in, and all is well on a higher level. All of that kind of comes into play, which allows me to kind of keep my cool, and most of you are the same. A lot of people have some type of connection. I would go as far as saying even a mild relationship with those who have crossed over, who are deceased. There are so many different ways that our loved ones can get our attention. And it's usually not as obvious as we would prefer. There's some people that can straight up see them and talk to them, but that's like an anomaly. Most people have dreams or smells. My wife sees a bird, this big blue herring, and then she can feel her grandfather's presence. I have my dog always come to me, a past dog of mine. He always come to me in a dream. And it's not that I can just see an image in my mind in the dream. It's I can experience his essence, is present. It's an energy, it's a soul essence that is there. A lot of you just have the sense, the knowing that, you know what, you're being looked after. You can just sense the presence of those who have crossed over. But we don't really consider that to be a psychic ability. A lot of people are still are reading these more sensational accounts online and then comparing themselves to them rather than focusing and optimizing what they already possess. That's the whole point of this video. So any of these things I mentioned, if you start to be more mindful of them, you can really take them into the next level very quickly when you sort of yield to what's natural for you. Number 5 is you're empathic. Again, it's not a flashy psychic skill, but the ability to feel in your own body what other people in your area or presence are feeling. That's incredibly valuable. It can give you a lot of information when you can tune into and experience the state of being of those around you. It can be uncomfortable and overwhelming at times, but it really makes for a nice asset when it comes to making wise decisions in life. And that is just as much of a psychic skill as any. Number 6, and this is something I noticed with a lot of people who I talk to, like my old clients and people like that I actually talk to or I actually hear them speak, is a lot of you guys, and I don't think you know it, but you channel a little bit when you speak. How do you know? You can tell you're channeling when you speak, when you are slower with your words, almost listening within to the next thing to say. And you can just, for me, the observer, I can gather that they're drawing in their higher consciousness into their verbiage, into their communication. And it's always very on point and well articulated, and an expression of a confident layout of what they wanted me to understand. Just very intuitive and not really noticing it because it's just sort of natural to you. But again, if you start to practice that, if you start to become aware that you're already doing that, you can become a lot better. That's essentially what I do on my YouTube videos. I channel information from my higher guidance. It's something you all can do in your own way as well. Number 7, your natural response to life situations is to look deeper beneath the surface of things, the comings and goings of your life, and understand the spiritual lesson or significance of it. You have this grounded knowing that many are not even aware of, that you are one who actually lives a life. Just as they say, we are spirits having a human or a physical experience. That's something to say. Most people don't actually act like that's the case, but you do. If something goes wrong, you wonder like, what's the meaning of this? What does that mean? Just the fact that you question that exemplifies right there how tapped in and turned on and psychic and intuitive and implanted in your higher self you already are. You might not be able to read tarot cards. You might not be able to be a clear medium. You might not see visions when you close your eyes and colors. You might not hear angels and fairies speak to your ears, though many do. I'm not dogging that, but a lot of people have this idea of what it means to be psychic, and it sort of creates this unnecessary block from your own expression of your own abilities. Hopefully this video has allowed you to look at some of those qualities that you already have. And I promise you, I know I've already said this, but if you start to really use them more and trust them more and act on them more, they will blossom from there to whatever relevancy is necessary for your life. Anyways, my friends, that's just my thoughts. I wanted to share that with you, and I hope you guys are doing awesome and having a great day and having a great week. I will speak to you all very soon. Have an amazing day. Peace.